Hey, welcome back to my channel. And I have another video that's going to help give you insight to your life. You know, to me, I consider these to be major keys. And I think will help push your life forward. Specifically, this video here, because this is something that I have to be cognizant of to make sure that I'm practicing on a daily, consistent basis. Because if I don't, that's when things mentally start going downhill, and you just end up in an ugly space when you feel that way. So, um, to help me, because I'm preaching to the choir, really, all these videos from now on is really me talking to myself and helping myself. But if I can help myself, why not help you too in the interim, in the meantime? Okay, so anyways, this video is going to be about how you have got to make yourself happy, because guess what? No one else can do it for you. No matter how much hope you put in to this guy making you happy, or your parents making you happy, you feel like you can make them happy. It's not gonna help. It's not gonna work. It's not gonna work. I'm telling you that right now. From like self-knowing, living a long time, it's not gonna work. Okay, it's not gonna work. So the thing is, you have to make yourself happy. You cannot put your happiness in what's to come, what's to be. You have to put your happiness in right now, in today. And I got some keys that's going to help you along the way. So the first key is don't wait on nobody. When I say I'm preaching to the choir, I'm preaching to myself when I say this. You cannot never wait on nobody. And what I mean when I say that is, especially, let's say you put a lot of attention into trying to bag this man. You know, he is your type, or maybe he's just, someone that you can spend time with. You've been calling him consistently. You've been texting him consistently. And he consistently hits you up with WYD. And he's a grown man. I don't know how old is the age limit for WYD, but I'm not in that age bracket, okay? And none of y'all should be either. Don't hit me up with no WYD. That's like a pet peeve of mine. Don't hit me up on a consistent basis of, hey, beautiful. Do you not know any other word to put into this text message? Or if I consistently hit you up with, content of, how's your day going? Do you want to, go out to eat? Or do you want a snack for lunch or something like that? When I'm putting in, consistent actions, and you're not giving that to me back, or if a man's not giving that back to you, if he's not calling you consistently, matching your actions, don't wait on him. Let it go. Let it go. If a friend, like a girl, or a guy friend or whatever, is doing the same, like they are not consistently inviting you out somewhere, they're not consistently looking out for you, but you are doing that yourself, let it go. And when I say that, I really, really, really mean that, because you are putting more stress on your body and on your mind mentally when you consistently put in this effort and in this work and it's not being reciprocated. Don't wait on nobody. Just let it go. And that may make you feel like you're going to end up with a lonely life, but it's better than putting in work for something that you are getting nothing from. Like, where's the payment from, being a good friend, and you didn't get that back towards you? What's the payment in you being a good girlfriend and you didn't get that back towards you? If your man has the audacity to ever say, you know what, you're a better girlfriend to me than I am a boyfriend to you, walk away. Let it go. I don't want to get too much into key number 2, but I think I am. It's okay, no, it's not. But anyway, just don't wait on nobody. It's never worth it. It's never worth it. I don't know why, but it's just not. So, key number 2, don't hate on nobody. And I mean that. Hate is the most ugliest thing I have ever experienced in my life, and it's something that I feel like I consistently experience, and I don't really know why, because I stay to myself. I mind my business. Others cannot do that. I don't know why, but I tell them to. But anyways, don't hate on nobody, because what good does that bring to your life when you bring hate into the atmosphere? When you're hating on another girl, when you're hating on another guy, like, what what does that profit you? I mean, you may think that is a form of self-love for yourself, but it's really not. It's really not. It's actually self-hate. It's actually, when you hate on somebody, it's you spewing out how you feel about yourself. It's sad, and I had to realize that, but it's the truth. It really, really is. Just don't do it. Just don't do it. It's not worth it. Find another way, another outlet instead of hating on somebody and loving yourself, right? This is what this is about. This is about loving yourself. So key number 3 is take care of yourself. There's a whole lot of ways that we see on the internet, we see on social media to take care of ourselves. It would behoove you to action some of that. And this is, like I said, this is a video for me as well. It's something I gotta consistently do. But this is something that I actually do consistently do. There's definitely different ways that I do it, but some advice would be internally for taking care of yourself. Eating right. Making sure you're drinking water. You see this? You see this again? Water it down. Make sure you are drinking water. Make sure you are staying hydrated. Make sure you are at least putting some fruits and vegetables in your daily diet, because it will benefit your internal self. Because internal health, for me, I think is internal wealth. I mean, I know we are striving out here to be ballers each and every day, but if you can take care of yourself internally, your strides to becoming the best person, the best version of you will continue to be working and not just be, with no effort if your inner body isn't working together. I hope that sounds right. But what I'm saying is self-care internally as well as you do externally. It's just like when you see a pretty person and then when you go over to their house and their house is disgusting. I don't like that. You shouldn't either. You shouldn't want to be that way either. But anyways, a next part of, taking care of yourself, not just internally, but externally. You may not have to be like a makeup girl, but do your lashes. And if you don't want to do your lashes, maybe just continuously put oil on them if you don't want to put, falsies on, or, at least if you aren't a makeup person, get your eyebrows waxed or pluck them, because I've seen some people who they don't take care of themselves and then they have to get advice on how to do it. And I'm not saying that this is not what this video is about, but I mean the type of people who will walk around for months with bushy, hairy eyebrows, knowing they need help, but they just let it go. You don't want to let yourself go to a point where it's noticeable to other people, right? And I know sometimes we can have bad days, bad weeks, and bad years in our lives. Trust me, I've been through it. I know. But you don't ever want to get to a point where someone else has to point it out to you, because that can actually make you feel worse than you already do when it comes to dealing with things like that. But take care of yourself physically, just not internally, but externally too. I want to own a nail salon, speaking that into existence. I don't always do my nails, but that's something that I try to practice to do though. Whether it's just a regular manicure or if I'm putting on, some fake nails, I'm trying to practice and make sure that I look good and presentable, and I'm taking care of my skin, and I'm doing things that, actually work. And I'm not saying that I don't have acne, because I do have an acne, girl, believe me. But I'm working on that. I'm working on myself, and I'm taking care of myself, and that's a major key. It should be number 1, but it's actually number 3. But anyways, the next key for, making sure that you're happy is sometimes you have to talk things out, and you have to write things out. And for me, I talk to myself a lot because I don't trust a lot of people. And sometimes you want to talk to other people, but can you trust them with the information that you want them to know, or that you want to say about yourself, or things you've been through? Sometimes you can't. And the best outlet for me, I think, is just to talk to myself. It really, really does help. It helps me get through my day. It helps me stay motivated, and it helps me just to get the thoughts out. And if I can't, or if that is not always working, another good way for me to help myself is to write things down. I obviously have a notebook, but I do a lot of texting notes to myself, so I can remember what I need to do, so I know the plans and the goals that I have set for myself, and I don't forget it, right? So that when I do forget, I go back to it. I'm like, oh yeah, I need to do that. So definitely talk things out with yourself if you don't have anyone else. And even if you do sometimes, You can still talk to yourself. And then also make sure you are writing things out. Because I remember a time when, this is when it comes to school, I was going to school and I wanted to take microbiology. It was for my undergrad. And I couldn't remember that I needed to take microbiology, the 4 credit, and I ended up taking microbiology, the 3 credit. And that did not count towards my undergrad at that time. And I remember when I actually went back to my school notes, I had said take microbiology 4 credits. And I didn't, because I thought that I knew everything. I thought that I could remember everything I needed to remember when it came to school, and I didn't. And essentially that could have been a waste of money. It ended up helping me out in the long run, but at that time, for that undergrad I was trying to go for nursing, it needed a 4 credit one, and I was gonna have to retake it. I ended up getting an undergrad in nutrition science instead, but if I would have actually looked back at my notes, things that I wrote down, I wouldn't have went through those emotions of, man, I did the wrong thing, you messed up again. Like, just, if you write things down, you make it plain, you have a vision, it's easy to go back to it. And this brings me to the last and final key. Meditate or talk to God. I believe in Jesus Christ as my Lord and Savior. There's no shame in that at all. I do talk to him daily. He is the only thing. Him and God, and the Holy Spirit, they're the Holy Trinity. They are the only things that keep me going. I'm telling you right now, I cannot make it through a day without talking to God, without knowing that he is there for me. Jesus Christ is holding me down every day. And so I talk to God, I meditate or prayer. For people who, aren't religious, they can meditate too. But my form of meditation, if I'm not praying, is, I have like a little workout room or whatnot, and I go in there, I do my stretches, I do my breathing, and I make it through the day, I make it through my life. Because without that, without, de-stressing myself through the meditation, through the prayer, through talking to Jesus, through keeping myself sane, I would pop off. I would be flipping tables up in work. I'm not gonna, I'll be flipping tables, but I don't, because I gradually stay afloat mentally through Jesus Christ, through my meditation, through my prayer, and keeping it together, because I'm taking care of myself. I'm loving myself, because all these things, these keys that I said, they were based on you. They were based on you taking care of yourself. They were based on you doing the things that only you can do for yourself. Only you can do this, nobody else. And I'm not saying that you can't have somebody by your side while you're doing this, because most people do. Most people aren't single. Most people aren't, alone or whatnot. But these are the things that you have to do to consistently stay on top of your grind for yourself, so that you can be the best representation for yourself. So hopefully you enjoyed these keys to loving yourself, because no one else can do it. And hopefully you will take this and take it with your life journey. We're all on this life journey, and I feel like we are actually doing this together. So be sure to like, comment, leave a comment if you like this topic, if it struck a chord with you, and I'll see you in the next video.